in the literacy there. We're on to public comment. How many speakers do we have?
We have 19 speakers.
All right, 2 minutes each. So why don't we start calling them? And Dr. Art, I got to go move my car. I illegally parked. So I'm going to let Antonio take it. There was no parking place.
Okay, we'll call the first 5 speakers. As I call your name, please listen carefully, and I will ask you to come up to the chairs in the front so we can make sure that everybody has a chance to speak who is signed up. We have reserved chairs right up in the front here so we know who's actually here. I will say your name twice and have you come up here. If we don't have people come up, then we will move on to the next person. So the first 5 speakers are Shirley Levias, Rebecca Robinson, Christian Anderson, Miya Woodhouse, and Kathryn Bressem. I will say those names one more time. Shirley Levias, Rebecca Robinson, Christian Anderson, Miya Woodhouse, and Kathryn Bressem.
Hi, I'm Becky Robinson. I'm a teacher at Vista High School. And within the last few weeks, we've had a big surprise about the school that I've come to really respect. A lot of our students are also concerned because we've been told we're being dissolved. And just today, we've been told that you had already approved this process without the involvement or even knowledge of the community. Also today, I'm hearing from my students that they're being recruited to leave this district, and then you'll lose them.
Rebecca Robinson. Shirley Levias. Christian Anderson.
There we go. Good evening, board and citizens of West Contra Costa. I'm here today to speak about Lupine Hills Elementary School. I have 3 kids that go to the school. I'm currently the school site chairperson. And it was really nice to hear about Alon and Hannah Ranch and how good they're performing and how they work well together with their community, their principal, and their teachers. And we sadly don't have that right now. We have 88% of the teachers with a vote of no confidence in regards to the principal. Dr. Harder is pretty much aware of that, as I think Ann and Miya are also. We aren't seeing any kind of change in a positive way. I don't know what you hear, or if you go to campus and look, you should. We have teachers that are dedicated, brought our school up to the 100 point, whatever that is, some kind of a pointing system. They're doing really well. They work really well with us, the parents. It's not working really well with the current administrator. It's kind of crushed the feeling of the staff and lots of the parents that want to volunteer and do things. They really aren't given the chance. They're basically allowed to do that. And if you're under the impression, Dr. Harder, that's happening, it's not. If you want our school to perform higher, better, quicker, and faster, we've got the car, we don't have the driver. Give us a driver that functions, please. You really, really need to look into it. I don't know what kind of information you're getting. It ain't working, and you need to help our school and community. They are asking for your help, and you should give it to us, because we can do it if you let us. Right now, it's not happening. You need to do something for our school and community.
Good evening. My name is Kathryn Bressem, and I am a parent at a school, and it doesn't matter what school my child attends. I volunteer 5 days a week in the classroom. I am a stay-at-home mom. and not the Ann Romney kind. And I'm just here because when I came home from working, we lost half of our income. And that doesn't mean we stopped feeding our kid. You know, it meant we clipped coupons. We stopped going on extravagant trips. We did what we could to keep things as good as they were. And I'm just hearing about how class sizes are going to be increased so much next year, and it's so disappointing to me. There's got to be some coupon clipping you guys can do. There's got to be some belt tightening you can do that's not going to affect the safety of our kids or the enjoyment that they get from school. 28 kids in a kindergarten class is just unsustainable. You've got one teacher trying to take care of right now 24 kids, and it's hard enough. And I know everybody's struggling right now, but I beg you to try and find an alternative method, and maybe you can find a cheaper method. Maybe you can hire some aides for the teachers if you have to increase their class size. But I would really ask you to consider what you're doing when you do that. I know you're stuck, but so are we. And I'm willing to do what I can to help, and I know all the parents are. They're our kids, and we love them, and we love our schools. So, thank you.
Good evening, board members, Dr. Harder. I'm here tonight to share a personal story that happened with me at school when I brought the children snacks because they were testing. My husband and I are raising 3 children on our own on one income. And yesterday, we literally had $20 left in our bank account. And I went to the school principal and I asked her, can you please take some of your excess funds and give me some money so I can go down to the store to buy the children something to eat so that they can test properly. And she told me no, they were not available. And it's my understanding that there is an emergency meeting with the SSC happening tomorrow evening because there is an excess of funds that she has not spent. I am a parent of 3 children. I spent our last $20 yesterday to go buy fruit for children. 3 classes I was able to provide fruit for, and I felt good about that, but I felt extremely disappointed that we couldn't do better for the other children. I just want you to think about that, please. Thank you for your time.
So I'll call the next 5 speakers: Ron Ricks, Sandra Falk, Missael Rodriguez, Cheryl Patterson, and Gloria Santizo. I'll call those names one more time: Ron Ricks, Sandra Falk, Missael Rodriguez, Cheryl Patterson, and Gloria Santizo.
Hello. My name is Ron Ricks. I'm here to represent my grandson and Vista High School. I don't know what we could have done were it not for Vista High School. He's a bright kid, but he just didn't do well in the situation that he was in at Pinole Middle School, but he's doing quite well with the independent study program, and the way that the programs are set up at Vista, it's a wonderful way for kids who are bright. I mean, he excels on his STAR test. He's always in the proficient to advanced range, but for whatever reason, you know, he just couldn't make it with those types of situations that he was faced with at the other middle schools. But he's doing well there at Vista, and it's the types of programs, and it's the reason why the program is work is because it's attention that they get, you know, and the value has to be placed on kids like that. I mean, you know, there used to be a commercial with the, I guess with STP, where the guy used to hold up a can of oil in one hand and a tool in the other hand. He said, you can either pay me now or you can pay me later. And it's kind of the same thing with kids like that. And I know my son, my grandson, it has to be a ton of kids out there that are like that, that benefit from the types of programs where they get a little bit more structure on an individual basis that really helps them excel later on in life. Because, you know, you may find another Steve Jobs in that situation just as well as a different type of situation. So thank you.
Good evening, Sandra Falk with SSA. I stand before you tonight sad, disappointed, and extremely angry. You have betrayed the trust of the public. You've betrayed the trust of the parents. You are betraying your responsibility to almost 300 deserving students. And you have failed to accurately inform SSA about something that may or may not have occurred, but it certainly did not happen in public. You are planning to close a school, a senior secondary high school that serves almost 300 children. You have had numerous public hearings every time you considered closing any other school, and this has never been brought to the public's attention, and it's never been on this board agenda. And I've looked at all the board minutes, and I see nothing that gave the public a chance to come and speak to this. Now, you can commend yourself for what happened with Olinda, but you're about to do the opposite to Vista High School, and you're throwing children back into a situation that was hell for them when they tried to go to a regular high school that was unsuccessful, and you're betraying them. They are the most important people you have to take care of, and you are not responding to their needs. I have a lot more to tell you, and I'll tell you this under the SSA comments, but I want you to look at the enrollment at Shannon, which you did not close, Olinda, which you did not close, Middle College, Gompers, and North Campus, all valuable schools. Listen to your student representative about the importance of Gompers. Look at these students. Do not put them back at a school where they could not succeed because of bullying, threats, harassment, and other family situations. This is a wrong decision, but more than anything, it's the worst process. I'm ashamed of you.
Rodriguez.
I second that, and I'm a student at Vista High School, and my past experiences in traditional schools weren't as good as what I've gotten at Vista High. Like, it's a big difference. I was bullied, and my history is just terrible. I just could not go to school. I could not do the work. I just sat there and fell asleep. And it was terrible. So I sought out help, and I saw that Vista was the best option for me, and it is for 300 other students. And I found myself putting more attention to my teachers than I did before, which actually care about me. And teachers would see that I would not come for a week at my other school. And in this school, I come to class, I turn in my work, and I'm graduating on time, something I really didn't think I'd get to do. And they've helped me out with so much more. They brought out my personality in me, my artistic form, and I get so much more time to do things that I couldn't do, like draw, paint, and now I want to be a musician when I grow up. I want to be a guitarist. I want to make something with my life. I've been suicidal like 3 times. And since coming to Vista, I've been way better. And that I really think that you should think about keeping Vista, because it's a great school, and not only has it made me think about myself, but it also made me think about my future. And not just currently about how it is, but about how it's going to be, and that makes me a really positive person, the person I didn't used to be when I was younger. And I've been abused, tore up, but now I'm happy with the person I am, and that's all thanks to Vista High School. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, members of the school board. My name is Cheryl Patterson. I've been a teacher at Vista High School since 2004. I can tell you that what was the strength of Highland and Olinda and Hannah Ranch is our strong points. We have commitment, we have academic achievement, we do shared decision making, we have the collaborative process, we refine, we modify on the spot for our students, grades 7 through 12, as well as our elementary component. If we are split up, which is the proposal to have one teacher at each high school, that will completely destroy our collaborative process, which is our strength. We have had very successful WASC visits. If you consider us with middle college high school, we are the ones in the district that have gotten 6-year status. How many other high schools have gotten that? Their recommendation, every recommendation that they have set before us, we have gone for, we have achieved. I ask you not to split us apart. I ask you to support us where we are and what we do. We have a beautiful campus. We moved there in 2005 or 2006. This was bond money set aside for Vista Independent Study High School. We love our campus. Our students love our campus. We weren't expecting this April 4th to hear from Mr. Greer. Okay, thank you.
Gloria Santizo.
Hi, good afternoon, school board. I'm sorry, I'm just really shy. So I'm going to start. I am a 10th grade student at Vista High and the mother of a 22-month-old baby. I have attended Vista since my second semester of my 8th grade year. Vista has been a perfectly alternative school for me because I don't have a full-time child care, so meeting with my teacher for an hour a week and attending my 2 classes with Algebra 2 and Chemistry for just a couple of hours a week is a really good schedule for a mother. Also, this year my child was diagnosed with autism and I have taken him to therapy every week. So my Vista schedule helps me do this. Having extra support in my biology, chemistry, geometry, and Algebra 2 classes have helped me master the content. I plan on attending a 4-year university after graduating. I have finished more than half of my A through G requirements at Vista. Vista is a campus free of violence and we treat each other like family. Vista is a very successful program. Even though our other classmates couldn't be here, but they're here with emotion and a lot of feeling, and I ask you to please keep it how it is.
I'll call the next speakers. Daniela Saavedra, Melany Izrraras, Chester Murry, Nathan Murry, Terresa Smith, and Terra Smith. I'll call your names one more time. Daniela Saavedra, Melany Izrraras, Chester Murry, Nathan Murry, Terresa Smith, Terra Smith.
You ready? I'm ready. Hello. I'm Terra Smith. I called you, all board members. You refused to call me back. I just wanted to let you know these underhanded politics and backdoor motions that you guys are allegedly doing. I had a meeting with Mr. Greer and I asked him, why would you want to change Vista? A program that's so successful, a school that's a community, a family. He said, oh, well, this is my vision. I asked him for a business plan. Do you think this man gave me a business plan? No. Oh, we're going to send notes home. I am making a motion for the immediate removal of a man who is misappropriating our bond fund monies, Mr. Greer. He needs to be removed. Because obviously anybody who wants to go through backdoor politics and say, oh, I got a subcommittee and, oh, we voted on it, but it's not in your minutes. Excuse me, you're going to do something without public comment, without people knowing? What type of stuff is this? This makes me wonder, where is my money? You asking for more tax money, you increasing class sizes, but where's the money that we gave you? Where's the bond money? You misappropriated bond money. If you take and turn this school into offices, I will sue you. Yeah. I will hire a lawyer and sue you to make sure that Mr. Greer gets removed from his position. Because anybody who's going to take bond monies that built a school and turn it into offices for his pleasure needs or misappropriation of whatever funds he decides, it's foul. These are our children. My children went through racial discrimination at Mira Vista. My children were targeted and harassed by teachers, Miss Zittle, principal, Miss Hendon. And you're going to sit up here and tell me that the one place that I found that's safe for them, you want to change because you have a vision? A vision? Where is my money? Where is my vision? What about my children's safe education? What about my future for my kids? I don't want them to end up like you crooked. I want them to end up like a doctor or a lawyer. I don't need no more crooked politicians in Richmond. This is ridiculous. And I'm not done. I'm going to be back, so go ahead and start that clock over. Come on, son. Let's go.
Daniela, Saavedra.
Hold on a minute, sweetie. Sit down. I got more.
Daniela Saavedra is the next person up.
Okay. Well, then I'll be right up after you, sweetie. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Daniela Saavedra. I'm a student at Vista High. Vista High gave me the opportunity to still be in school while I'm pregnant because it works with my schedule that sometimes I'm not able to make it to my doctor's appointment, and I know in another school that would have been a problem. And also the teachers there always tell you anything is possible, and they give you the mentality that you know what you need to do and the responsibilities you have are your responsibilities. I know I would say I'm going to a school that's not doing nothing for me, but that was my mentality, that when I went to Vista, I knew that it wasn't the school, it was just me not doing anything for myself. And Vista, they give you your work, and it's your responsibility to finish your work. It's your responsibility to show up on time and go to your classes, learn what you need to learn, know what's going to be on the test, and Vista helps you do that. It makes you an independent person. It makes you know that you can do it, that it's on you. It helps you think about your future. For me, now I know what I want to do. I want to be an ultrasound technician, and if it wasn't for Vista, I would have never saw myself somewhere or thinking oh, thanks to Vista, this year I'm going to graduate. I don't think I would ever been able to say that or see myself there. Thanks to Vista, I know that I could do it, and I know that other kids, that the other 300 students or other people that want to come to Vista should have the same opportunity I have, for myself. I feel like others deserve that opportunity, and by you guys changing it, I feel like others might not get the same opportunity as me and might just drop out of school or end up with kids and not knowing what to do and not being anywhere in life. And I just want to thank all my teachers because thanks to you guys, I'm where I am today, and I'm going to be able to say I'm going to graduate this year. Thank you.
Melany, Izrraras.
Hi, my name is Melany Izrraras. I go to Vista, and I just wanted to thank Vista because with Vista, I can take care of my baby, do my stuff that I need to do, and it helps me with my schedule. And I just like how everything works with Vista. I get time to be with my kid, do my homework, and do some other stuff that I need to do. And I think that wouldn't be possible with the other schools. And I also had a lot of problems when I used to go to other schools because the kids and teachers. And right here with my teacher, I get the time to be with my teacher by myself, and she helps me a lot with, to go with my stuff.
I would like to thank everybody in Vista, and that's it. Thank you very much.
Chester Murry.
Tell the people how the children at Mary Vista used to hit you, to where my son, every time I cut his hair, got a scar on his head. And you want me to put him back in public school where you can't protect him, where you can't do what you need to do as a school board? I would expect more from you, like a phone call back. I left you so many messages. Hello, I'm here now. You could have called me and said, hey, I was playing backdoor politics and I'm crooked, but we could discuss this in my office. I don't get it. I don't understand why you're going to take the children who have nowhere to go, who don't fit in society, in a school because they have other problems, whether it be mental illness, whether it be just can't get along with people, whatever the situation may be. You're taking the kids who have it the worst and you're just really going to put them back to the place that they were tortured and misabused and mistreated and not wanted. When they have a family in a home at Vista High School that I homeschool all four of my kids. Let's get this. I came from Mary Vista. I am a product of the Richmond School District, so if my Ebonics bothers you, thank you for teaching it to me. Okay? Now, I am what I am. I'm from Richmond. I have nothing to do all day but make sure you don't win a campaign, but make sure that the tax votes don't get passed, because I'll tell everybody how you misappropriating our funds. I homeschool my kids. If you take that from me, I'll make sure you lose every election. I'll be at every city council meeting. I'll be walking door to door. Hello, I'm from Richmond. I could walk through any hood. I go to everybody's house, no problem. You're taking my community and turning it upside down with no notice, just a vision from Mr. Greer. What made him God? When did Mr. Greer become God that he can make a vision and make it just happen with no subcommittee, no vote, no public comment, no nothing? Because you're changing it, you think that it's acceptable, or you changed it in a way so that it doesn't consider it as tearing the whole school apart or closing it. That don't make sense. You're changing a program that works to a program that you don't know. It's a guess. My children went from below average to proficient, almost advanced test scores in one school year. Come on.
Nathan Murry.
Now, in the 2 years, this is Nathan Murry. See, Nathan Murry, he was discriminated against by Miss Hendon and Mrs. Zittle at Mary Vista, caused my son so much stress that he started having seizures and was sent to a specialist at Children's Hospital. Now, due to the fact that I had to have Miss Hendon fired because she was a liar, as is Mr. Greer, I put my son in the homeschool. That's how we found out about the homeschool program, because the school board at that time, with the discrimination being against my child from the principal, y'all hushed me up, put me in this independent studies program, and I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. Now, I love independent studies because for 2 years, my son has been medication-free. My son has not had a seizure. My son has not been stressed out, harassed, bigoted on. I don't know what to call it when children can't go to school and be safe against the staff. You want me to put my children into schools where you got child molesters teaching them, and you got principals that say just because he's mixed race, I should pick on him and suspend him because he's bad? I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate the fact that you people sit up here and let Mr. Greer make all these decisions and smile, but it ain't no accountability to this. Just as well as I could go find me a lawyer, I'm going to hire me a tax auditor or something, and I'm going to the city council with somebody to say, hey, look, you people are doing something with my money, and I want to know what it is. Because I don't think that my class sizes should be increasing. I don't think that my classes and schools should be closed when y'all get $300-some-thousand plus perks and benefits and cars and whoop-the-whoop-the-whoop and all this other stuff. And thank you for the Ebonics. I love that Richmond schools. But don't do it. Don't change it. I'm going to give y'all till Friday, and after Friday, if my teachers are telling me that y'all still going to change this program, I'm going to hire an attorney, because I don't feel as though you guys should keep on discriminating against my children. These are the children that are outcasts of society in the first place, and now you're going to outcast them again? What is that telling them? What happened to, we can do it? Okay, next one. Come on.
Terresa Smith.
Go on, Shorty. Tell them what you got to say. Tell him.
You have made my teachers switch every single week. And I had been going to that school ever since I turned 6.
She went to Mira Vista 1 month and had 3 teachers, 3 substitute teachers in 1 month. What kind of education is the teachers, what kind of education are you providing for my child if she has 3 substitutes in less than a month and she's in kindergarten? What is that? What is she going to learn? That the teacher changes every other week? One thing that I can say about Vista is Miss O'Neill. You see Miss O'Neill? I have to give Miss O'Neill some applause, credits, because this lady has helped me to do and bring my children's test scores up. And as a parent with 4 children at home, okay, y'all look at me like I'm crazy. I homeschool my kids. I would invite all of you, please come to my house. It's set up like a classroom, and anything that I don't have or I don't know, Miss O'Neill helps me. And if Miss O'Neill can't help me, she goes to somebody else in the school and says, hey, Miss Smith has a problem with her kids. Can you tell me what we should do? It's a family. We help each other. It ain't no one up there that's not getting along. It's not no violence, no alcohol, drug abuse. These are kids that come from bad situations and are trying to make the best of it. And if you can't help them to make the best of their life and to succeed and become something special, what would that make you? That makes you heartless, greedy, selfish people, and only thing that's going to get you is karma. Because my grandmother taught me as I was growing up, and it's one thing I take to my grave. You treat people how you want to be treated, and what you do to people will come back on you tenfold. If you destroy something that's working so well, something in your life is going to be destroyed just as bad. Amen. God bless.
Diane Brown. The last 2 speakers are Diane Brown and Joe Sherich.
Hello, Diane Brown. You know, oh, sorry. Okay, Diane Brown. You know, Sandy Falk was up here speaking about Vista. She said it all. This parent, she said it all. Now, what I want to know is that I had a conversation about Vista, and I was told that some of the programs at Vista would be resolved. What I want to clarify is, when did this happen? I was never told that programs at Vista would be resolved. There was a proposed plan for it to be resolved, but I was never told that there was a plan that was approved last February. Could you please confirm that? I'm not sure that I understand what is happening here. The other issue I have is that we have UTR ask for weeks what is going on with Vista, but we never got an answer. The other issue that we have here is that I'm listening to a parent who has had success at Vista. That success should continue. We don't throw students away. We don't throw kids away. We make sure that they get what they need. We protect them. We educate them. And I would never support disrupting that process. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Joe Sherich, a retired person from the district. Once again, the district has shown that it doesn't respect or value the students, the parents, and the employees of the district. The first inkling that Vista had that there was something amiss was when they were not on the list of FTEs for next school year. They had to invite Mr. Greer to come to Vista and have a talk with them. On April 4th, he came and told them what his proposal was for independent study for the next school year. He said he The staff was so shocked they couldn't even think of any to ask what questions they needed to ask him, and he assured them that he would be back to speak with them again on April 25th, today. Today, Pat Calvert was with the faculty to explain how they can have a job next year. Wouldn't it have been nice if we didn't have to be here tonight in an adversarial position asking you not to do away with Vista High School? Wouldn't it have been nice, or wouldn't it have been respectful to ask for volunteers of staff, students, and parents to work with the district in a committee to go forward with a revisal of what independent study is, to discuss pros and cons of their proposal, consider possibilities, and set out a strategy to make sure what currently works at Vista will work in a reorganized and successful format at each designated campus. Wouldn't it be nice for us to be here tonight to say thank you for respecting the knowledge and the professional opinions of dedicated staff that got to work with the district to improve and expand an alternative program that is a success and is so important to a very specialized segment of the student population. I hope that we are not going to hear that Vista High is being replaced as offices for other district personnel.
That concludes public comment.